Hello, it's another Sunscreen Saturday. Today we're talking about Innbeauty Mineral Glow SPF. Packaging looks like this. Before we get started though, I just want to say if you're a regular viewer, and some of you aren't for the sunscreen reviews, I'm so sorry I haven't been here almost 2 weeks. I have had the stomach flu and every day is a different day of symptoms. For instance, today I thought I'm feeling pretty good. Took a shower, did my zip, then I dried my hair around the edges because it gets wet through the shower cap, and I was just in the living room thinking, wow, I'm ready for a nap. So I'm not 100%, but I'm getting closer, and I did shoot a video the other day, so there will be a couple of videos coming up. Supergoop, I recently did a review of the sunscreen. They've just released Protectant, and I will post it right here. And the idea, I was thinking, this could be a foundation slash skin tint. And that's very hard to find. Not a lot of companies do skin tints in more than one skin tone, and they did several. And I actually very much liked the way it looked on my skin. But the color I chose, in 15 minutes got about 3 shades darker and a little bit warmer. Now, what you don't know is I returned it and then I got a sample of something else. I put it on and I thought it's a little too light, but that's okay. In 15 minutes it'll deepen up, it'll be perfect, and it didn't deepen up. So when I saw this, I thought, hey, this is tinted. It comes in, I think, 3 depths of tone. I thought maybe this could be that. So we're going to be giving it a try. You should know, if you're new here, that I'm 61 and my skin is on the dry side. In fact, today, as I was doing my skincare, I just kept on adding more and more because I'm feeling quite parched, probably not drinking enough water and going to the bathroom a lot. I'm probably dehydrated. And yeah, you know, retin-A, whatnot, my skin is on the dry side. I probably have 3 favorite sunscreens that I use over and over again, and I really don't ever want to be without. But if I can get something that's tinted, I'm going to be very, very happy for those days when my skin doesn't look too red and I don't feel that I need too much coverage, but I definitely want to put on sun protection, which I do every single day, unless I'm sick. So also, hey, side note, the rougher brushes, I haven't mailed them. Obviously, I've been kind of floored just not being able to go to the post office. I will. I'm slow about this, but I will get those out very soon. We need to talk about sunscreen and how much to wear. I'm just going to take a little bit right here. Do you think if I put this much on my face, I would have an SPF of 43? The answer is no. So the question is, how much do you need to put on in order to get the SPF that is right up here, 43? Well, there's an equation for that, you guys. The measurement is thus: 2 milligram per centimeter square of surface. So that's how much you need to put on your face to get the SPF. Quarter teaspoon, let's pump her up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm just going to level it out a little bit. You could probably do 7. It's a cream and it doesn't really move all that much. I did my skincare about a half an hour ago, and I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a little at a time because this is a little dimethicone. I put it on my hand last night when I got it, and I don't love dimethicone. So it looks thick, but then when you put it on, it stretches really nicely and almost feels watery. You might also see that I don't think I'm getting any coverage. Now I'm going to take a little bit more. The ingredients in this will go over after I put this on, but I was super, super impressed. I've tried, I think, 2 other products from Innbeauty, and I'm very impressed. I don't know anything about the brand, who started it, nothing. But they have some very nice products. An eye cream that I really like. And one other thing, I can't remember what it was. This is already set. Okay, so it sets up really fast. There is mica in here. That's where they get that whole glow thing. And this is how much there is left. Just hardly anything, but too hard to get my finger in there. There. And the mica is what gives you that glow, but it's not glittery and it's not a huge amount of glow. And I think it'll work beautifully under foundation. So this is interesting. It sets up really quickly. That's so nice because a couple of my favorites are watery skin gels and they take a little bit. And then I have some things that are really kind of oily in their texture, like the Kosas and the Bloom Effects. I really like those, but honestly, if I'm going to wear makeup over them, I could wait an hour putting that on to put on my makeup. But this is not the case. It's not giving me coverage. So here are my fingers. There's no coverage at all here. I think the reason they're tinted is simply to cover up the fact that there's zinc oxide in here. And that's okay too, because I do have a lot of things that aren't tinted, but they leave a little bit of a white cast, and I do not think that this one leaves a white cast. So, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn off the camera, wait for the sun to come out, go over the ingredients, and then we're going to go on with my Givenchy Prism Libre and see how these two work together. I see evidence of sun. Now you can see what's going on in the face. It's not giving me coverage. It is still, it needs like 3 or 4 more minutes. And there goes the sun again. It needs 3 or 4 minutes to set up. I think the camera was off for literally a minute before the sun broke through. So this shine will probably remain to a certain level, but there is definitely some mica in here, so it should look very pretty under my foundation. Let's put on the glasses. I hate to put on the glasses because it'll just rub off the sunscreen. So let's talk about this. Innbeauty Project, Mineral Glow SPF 43, vitamin C and rice extract. There's 2 different rice extracts in here, and the vitamin C is definitely not L-ascorbic. So if you are sensitive to L-ascorbic, don't worry about it. Vitamin C's that are in these kinds of formulas are generally not as active. There is about 5 peptides in here. So it says peptides visibly firm and plump the skin, and Hydrovotion 24, natural moisturizing factors that keep skin hydrated for hours. Okay, I don't know what that is, but natural moisturizing factors are things that occur naturally in your skin. So they are mimicking things that are still in your skin, depending on your age, right? And your skin recognizes it and knows what to do with it. Natural moisturizing factors don't feel emollient. I have one from Ordinary, and I don't use it very often because it actually feels, it's like a dry cream. And for me, especially at night, I really want some emollients. But these are very nice ingredients. But I want to read to you a little bit more with about the ingredients. So we have zinc oxide, which is 14.2%. And the things that I don't know what they are, I'm not going to be talking about. Squalene. There is dimethicone in here, about 8 down. So it's not too dimethicone-y, but I did sense there was dimethicone in here when I put it on my hand last night. So squalene, palmitoyl tripeptide 5, palmitoyl tripeptide 1, palmitoyl tripeptide 7, tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, rice extract, rice germ extract, niacinamide, superoxide dismutase, which is an antioxidant, and a very nice one, resveratrol, which is also an antioxidant, misabolo, allantoin, some fruit extracts, radish root ferment filtrate, those are very good for you. Urea, which is very, very hydrating. It's kind of like hyaluronic acid, but I think it might be actually a little bit better. But there's glycerin in here as well. Lecithin, lactic acid, and really, like 8 from the bottom is the mica. So not a huge mica thing. And the sun is out again. Do you see what a huge difference is? You can really see what's going on. I got this moistened. Oh, it's set. It's set. I love that it's setting quickly. And do check my description box. I will write down if I felt this to be drying or not, so you will know. I'm going to take 2 pumps of my Givenchy Prism Libre which matches me pretty darn well. I do not see a white cast, so if I wanted to go and just, I don't know, wash the car, do something where nobody's really going to see me, but I need to be protected, I think I might be fine using this by itself. Damp Beauty Blender, and let's go. Again, I am a little concerned because I did use a lot more skincare than usual, and I tend to do the same skincare routine every time. Now, as I'm pushing this in, I do see some color right here. So there is a little bit of color to this, but not a lot. If you do not have redness in your skin, and your skin is really pretty darn good, pretty even, this might be all you need. Okay, I'm going to bring you in. I feel like there's some bunchiness on my forehead, but I haven't been in love with my forehead lately. I really need to go get some Botox. So I don't know if that's just me kind of freaking out about my forehead. Oh, I also got a snarky remark about why I don't put some under my eyes. I don't put it under my eyes because this. When I smile, take a look at this. Moves up. Some people, when they smile, it doesn't. I always get sunscreen in my eyes if I put any under here. So what I like to do is go on with the Dermatology and just take a little bit. And this is an SPF and a corrector. And it's a little bit luminous. Don't do a full pump. It's a massive amount. And this is how I get sunscreen on my eyes. And you do need that, especially right here. For a lot of people though, honestly, if you wear sunscreen, if you wear sunglasses, you're getting UV protection on your eyes. Okay, I am completely protected. Everything looks really nice together. I do feel that everything's set. It's not like dimethicone products. Oftentimes I feel like if I touch my face, everything will come off. I do not feel that to be the case. And I feel like everything's slipping and sliding around. I do not feel that that's the case. However, I do always like to powder my cheeks a little bit because I don't like shiny cheeks. So we're going to do that, which means the blush that I'm going to go on with will be powder. But, see, I don't even feel like I need it on my forehead. There's a nice sheen here, but it's not aggressive. I just wanted it on my cheeks. So that's interesting. So it's not too shiny. And I just want to see, my guess is that the mica will still come through the powder. That sheen was more about something else. So the skin does have a luminosity to it that is very, very pretty. I want to try a cream product. This is the Westman Atelier Biscuit, and just do a little contouring on the edge of this Refer B02. It's a synthetic brush, a new product for them, and it comes in a grouping. Yeah, it's seamless. That cream product with a synthetic brush is seamless on the face. There's just no issues at all. Everything is synchronizing, so that is very, very good news. Let's see, what else should we play with? Let's do a powder blush. I'm going to go in with the one that I've been using a lot lately because it's just a great shade for me. And this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And I just kind of want to go up here. And then the top of the cheek. There's no dragging or pulling or anything weird happening here. Yeah. And I think I'm going to go for it and do a little bit of bronzer too. Why not? And then I'm going to take a nap. It's my Sept bronzer and my Sunscreen brush. Just going to load it up and then take it off. Might not be the right color for me right now. And that went on really, really well as well. So I'm encouraged. We have something that leaves the face a little bit reflective, but you can powder down like I did at the cheeks. It still looks like fresh, youthful skin, which I really enjoy. It does not feel tightening on the skin, but it doesn't feel emollient. It doesn't feel like it's slipping and sliding all over the place, and if you touch it, everything's going to come off on your hand. So that's something I like a lot, and I'm careful of with dimethicone in sunscreens. 2 powder products worked well, no pulling, no weirdness, and another thing I like to do is check my brush to see if it looks weird. It does not. So sometimes when something has too much dimethicone or too many oils, after I powder, let's look at the powder brush, you can see how everything kind of gathers and together, these individual fibers kind of crunch up together. I'm not getting that at all, so that's really good. And I think it's actually quite lovely, but I'm not going to get coverage out of it. That's just the way it is. This is not something that I'm going to use for a no makeup day, just having some sunscreen. But again, if you have really nice skin and you don't have discoloration, you don't have redness, this might be something that you could use instead. Under makeup, it works really, really well. And it sets up pretty fast. I think next time I try this, instead of putting on a little bit, blending it in, putting on down here, blending it in, when I did that, this was dried already when I went in with more, and that could have been why I felt it was kind of gathering a little bit on my forehead. So next time, I think I'll just do what I usually do, which is put it all on at one time and then give it 10 minutes to set up before going on with makeup. Worked well with cream and a synthetic brush, worked well with the 2 powder products, the blush and the bronzer, and I'm giving this a pass. I mean, not a pass. I'm giving this a, well, pass as in you pass the class. I'm giving this a thumbs up. Let's make it simple. The Innbeauty Project Mineral Glow SPF 43, which is mineral, zinc oxide only, and a little bit of mica, a little bit of dimethicone, and several ingredients that are very good for your skin. Skin identicals and skin communicators. So that's fantastic. And that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you come back again, and you will be seeing more of me for sure. But I gotta tell you, I did think I was fine today, and now I'm not so sure. Anyway, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you come back again. And until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.